little bitches. Welcome to the tch Memoirs. So today I have one of my sisters here once again, but she's not right under me. She's 6 years. So it goes my sister that was here last time and then this one. Her name is Miranda, and she's my cute, shy little sister. Not so much anymore. Anyways, we are going to start with our sip of the episode like we always do. I maybe had a little taste of this already, but it's delicious, and I want Miranda to try it too. So, okay, we're going to pop it open, let it sit for a minute, and then we'll review it, okay? Ready? Mm-hmm. Tappy, tappy. All right, wait. Oh, man. A part of me panicked because I dropped these a little bit. That would be terrible if they exploded. Okay. Okay. What do you think?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
And it's not too sweet.
And it's zero sugar.
That's what I liked about them. I think the brand is called Flirt. Actually, I saw it on a friend's Instagram, and she had 5 of them laid out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get that for the next drink. They have a guava flavor, a couple different flavors, but I like it because I feel like it's not super sweet.
It's not strong like a Red Bull is super
Yes,
heavy
and it doesn't have
strong.
a weird gross undertaste
or chemically.
Right, some Monsters, some Red Bulls, it depends on the flavor you get, but I'm like, these ones are supposed to be a little bit more natural. Anyways, they're super cute packaging, and I feel like they're delicious. It kind of reminds me of the strawberry, what's the protein thingy that you
the clear protein.
Yes.
Clear,
does it not taste a little bit like that, but that's creamier? What is it? Clean Simple Eats?
Yeah.
And it's the clear protein. It's their strawberry flavor.
The strawberry burst.
And it tastes But I feel like if you close your eyes, you're like, oh, that kind of tastes like that.
But carbonated.
Yeah.
Because that one's not carbonated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I rated a 9 out of 10.
That's pretty good.
You normally don't like energy drinks too, so you can be honest. You don't have to say it's trying to think great if you don't like it.
No, I do like it. I think it's the
guava one's really good.
I
too.
would like the guava. I think I'd like the guava more. So I
thought it was kiwi guava.
8 out of 10.
Okay, 8 out of 10. That's fair. Anyways, I think it's Flirt. If it's not, well, I'm giving it that name. Okay, so let's get started. I figured this would be such a good topic with you, especially because you're in the midst of motherhood. So me and Miranda both have kids about the same ages. So our first kids are 3 months apart, and then our second
6 months apart.
6 months apart. Miranda had miscarried a couple times in between. Otherwise, they would have been honestly
a week apart,
so close. So you had 2 in between that before you had your baby, and then you had another surprise. I'm gonna let you say that. Baby as well. So your last 2 are really close together. So you are in the thick of motherhood, and I feel like we went through that whole thing together. You were the only sister that was going through that at the same time that I was. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, this will be such a good topic because you're literally in the midst of it. I feel like I'm just breaking the point of not being in the midst of babyhood and nursing and all of those things. But give me a little rundown of where you're at in your life right now with your kiddos. Survival. And you're still breastfeeding.
Still nursing every 2
Got those
hours.
Perky tatas. Is she still doing every 2 hours?
Or more, because her bottom teeth just popped through.
She's cutting teeth. Oh my gosh.
So she's nursing actually more often. Not through the day though, mostly.
Yeah. Okay. And she's eating. She's 1 now, and she's eating food and everything.
She's eating food.
So
going on a strike.
She's going on a strike with food right now?
Mm-hmm.
She just wants her nip in her mouth all the time.
Won't take a binky. So
I mean, I was just with her yesterday.
The binkies.
And she wanted to punch everybody. She was doing cyclone whenever I was trying to hold her.
Yeah. Both girls are needy.
Yeah. And you're still feeling like you're in the thick of it, right?
I'm still in the thick of it. I still have moments that I'm like, oh, I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
Or disassociate from everything.
I feel like you have gotten good at the whole disassociating with the third. I noticed that a lot with you. Okay, let's talk a little bit about since we're talking about that, let's skip to postpartum because I know you struggled with postpartum. I think more so with the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to say names here. And I struggled with postpartum really bad with my first. My second wasn't too bad, but I wanted to touch a little bit on that because I feel like when you start talking about this stuff, and I know everyone feels this way, but when you start talking about it, you realize just how many people have
Also
gone through
felt
it. But it's like
yeah.
this silent kind of struggle because you don't want to complain all the time. And half the time you don't even know you're going through it. Like I didn't even know I was going through it with my first.
So you're out of it.
And
then
we
you
both
look
had,
back.
yeah. And we both had babies during COVID. So like your son was born in March and the world shut down like literally.
He was like 3 weeks
a few weeks after.
Yeah.
And then I was in end of May.
You were
so I'm like trying
just
to
the
not
beginning.
burp. This is the bad thing about having drinks is I'm like I feel it. It's right here and now it's like here and I'm like I don't want to be talking about that and belch in the microphone. I said this last time too, but I'm gonna take another sip so I do belch in the microphone. But had her during COVID, and so it was such a weird time, and like especially first time moms, you have no idea. You have no idea the sleep deprivation, the lack of support or support that you have.
You couldn't have support in the hospital because
I didn't have mom there and I wanted her to, but even just like when you get home.
Yeah.
And because
such a weird time though.
And you had, your baby first. And so I think a lot of people, even like in our family and close friends, because you were like, hey, stay away.
Yeah.
And like, I want my space. And then I was over here and everyone I think was staying away and giving me my space.
Like wanting it so
But
bad.
I was like, no, I want someone to come over and sit with me.
Yeah.
And I feel like a big reason why I didn't have it as bad is because with my son, is because I told mom, you have to come over. Just burp in it.
I'm going to.
It's funny. He was telling me, I'm like, squirrel moment. Everyone that hears this is going to be like, she has ADHD. But you made me think last time Lacey's like, we're like, oh, I'm gonna burp in here. And he's like, we actually like put burps in podcasts. And we're like, no, you don't. But he really does. They like will put them in the middle of a podcast or something. I don't know why, to make it seem more real and
That's
not
funny.
AI. I know. So weird. Anyway, so if we burp, then
then you don't have to do that.
Then everyone will know that we're like real people.
You don't have to actually.
And we won't have like weird wonky fingers like they do with AI and the
8 fingers. And
so weird.
I'll save you some editing time. I'll burp for you.
Exactly.
Anyways.
So I feel like I didn't have it as bad with my son because I told mom, I was like, I need you to come over. Just come over. You help me out Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please just come over and just sit with me. And having someone just sit there, I feel like healed that part of me where I was like, that's what I needed. And obviously he was a little bit easier than, my first. But postpartum like comes in so many different ways. And I always thought, and I know we've talked about this a ton, but it's like, we always thought it was like postpartum depression.
Or it's not always just that.
And I don't really feel like mine came up that way. Mine came with like this paralyzing anxiety. And I know yours was kind of similar in that way where you felt extreme anxiousness. And it was so weird because I didn't even know that I felt that every day, all day until I had
So you didn't feel it. Yeah.
Until I had my son. And I was like, I only had like, say out of the week, I would feel it twice, like on a certain day. And I remember crying a lot thinking like, oh my gosh, I felt that every single day.
Yeah.
And then I went through that whole weird rash thing during that time. And I bet you that was also a part of it because I just was so stressed and anxious the entire time.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. And, mom didn't feel that way. And our other sisters didn't feel that way. So we just thought like, wow, we just suck. Like we are not handling motherhood well.
Not built for this.
So what would you say your experience has been? I know you had it a little bit with both, but I feel like it hit you a lot harder with the baby. Your last one.
I think the first 2 were more, I was very anxious because, it was 2020 and also I was 24, first baby, and there were some things, how do I say this? There were
like other things
just
going
like,
on.
And I was afraid to like say what I actually really wanted because I didn't want to upset people. Yeah. So I just kind of hermited and was like, well then if I don't want to start a fight, so then no one's coming over.
Yeah.
And so
yeah, just issues with family
it was
members,
hard
everything.
and you don't want to pick and choose, but also you're the mom, you're the one who just went through it. So actually you should pick and choose.
Yeah.
And that helps the postpartum recovery, I feel like, so much better when you're like, I have the people who make me feel safe and make me feel good. I have them there to support me and take care of me.
Yeah.
And it's not about anybody else. So if they're going to make it about them, deuces.
Peace.
But the first two were I was very anxious with them.
Do you feel like it lasted a long time, or do you feel like you kind of remember when it kind of ended?
No, I don't know when it ended.
It might have not ended.
And then I think the
second
second one.
You currently.
Well, I'm like, after
someone?
the first one, it
you get used to certain feelings,
and
though,
and then
too.
you're like, I don't know. One day I feel like you just wake up and you're just like, oh my gosh, I kind of feel like this just like I can breathe. Like there's this cloud is like gone, and I feel okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's when they're a little older and they're able to say what they need more, and I don't know. You know your kid better, and so you're not as worried. They've fallen 15 times now, and you're like, okay, I'm not worried anymore.
Like they're gonna be okay.
They're gonna be okay.
They're not gonna start seizing and
like you were terrified when he'd be playing, and
oh my gosh.
I didn't flinch because I'm just so used to it. You know, at some point you just get used to it. But with the baby was way harder. I think our whole life was just a little bit flipped upside down. And then
your youngest, you're saying
the baby,
because
the
you
youngest.
have a
6-year-old, a almost 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. They're 18 months apart.
Yeah.
So at our first birthday, my middle's first birthday, I found out I was 8 weeks pregnant already.
I thought you were joking. You're like smiling in like this like scary smile, like I'm pregnant.
I
like,
wish
no,
I was
you're
joking.
effing not. Are you okay? You have
but
a
she's
baby.
the best.
She's the cutest damn thing I've ever seen. I want to suck her little cheeks and mouth off.
She's still into her little.
She is so cute.
But
she's so yummy.
I felt rage with her.
With the baby.
Rage.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, people talk about that, but whatever. Maybe it's people who already have anger issues. Nope, because I feel like I am one of the most patient people in our family.
I'm just kidding.
Now.
You're pretty patient. Yeah. You're very understanding.
And what's funny is like, you know, you and mom and people will say like, oh, you're just not patient. But people who didn't really know me before are just like, how are you so patient?
Hold up. Wait up. I feel like you're patient.
But after having her, it's been like your patience for anyone and everything is gone.
I think that
you're tapped.
You've just also.
But people who didn't know me before her,
sure,
are just like, you're so patient, and I'm like, oh, you have no idea.
You are delusional, and so am I. Like, where am I? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is just. I feel like it's something that you don't know really what you're experiencing until you're in it. And sometimes you don't even know you're experiencing it until you're out of it. Because it's not like this thing. That's why the whole mental health and postpartum thing is so like such a mind fuck, because you sometimes don't even know you're in it until one moment or until years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I know.
Or if somebody says, oh, you're rage. And then actually that comment just makes you pissed.
And you're like, oh yeah, I am.
And then you're like, actually, you're just a bitch, and I'm just a postpartum mom. And then you look back, you're like, wow, actually,
that was intense.
So I just wish there was some sort of, I don't know.
Well, and they give you the questionnaires too. But
they do, but like, I'm sorry.
They would say like, are you suicidal or do you
no, I'm not
hurt
suicidal.
Your baby? And I'm like, I don't want to.
I never wanted to hurt my babies.
I don't want to.
I wanted to hurt other people in the home, but I'm just kidding.
I want to hurt the other adult male in the home. I'm sorry, what?
But you know.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to understand. And if you haven't experienced it, you don't know. But I think when, like, especially me now and you now, I think especially too, we both do hair, and with our clients, especially the ones that have their babies, like right after, it's like, hey, how's everything going? How are you doing?
Yeah.
And like just checking
Baby's gonna survive,
because a lot of my clients, I want to say at least one of them definitely got teary-eyed in my chair. Oh, there it is. Put that burp in there so we know that know that we're real. And I can just see it in them. And it's almost like we're like a sponge, and you like not attract, but like you take in that energy. So the moment someone's feeling that way, you're immediately sensitive and you immediately recognize it, and you're like, you're not okay.
Yep.
So in case you're pretending because you want to be in this like blissful state, because when you have a baby, everyone's like, isn't it amazing? And you're like, yeah, it is. But why do I hate everybody, and why do I feel so shitty? Like it's this weird thing. And I remember with Chloe, I didn't even I don't even remember, or I remember thinking to myself, everyone's asking if I'm okay. Everyone's asking like, do you love it? And I'm just over here like, I don't like really like her. And I'm like, oh my God. And then I'm sobbing because why am I thinking
Meg called
that?
you out on that?
Yes, God bless my best friends that look at me and they're like, you are not okay. And I'm like, I'm not, you know?
Yeah.
But I just, in that moment, I realized, okay, someone recognized it and I knew I wasn't feeling okay. And it's not just new mom, like, because so many people are like, you're just tired. It's exhausting.
Just a new mom. You're just a new mom.
And I'm like, there was one day, I think when she was 5 or 6 weeks old and I looked at her and she like looked at me a certain way and I lost my marbles. I was just a puddle and I couldn't calm down. And I was like, I do love her. I do want to take care of her. But it's like, it took me a while.
Yeah.
And with my son, I felt like I felt it a lot quicker. And I also felt like I had more support and the times weren't quite as weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it was just like, postpartum is rough. So if you're feeling any of those things, this is me and my sister saying it's not normal, but it is at the same time. And it's okay.
Common. It's
but you
so
need
common, but
you
it's,
need support.
You need
a
support.
friend. You need to phone a friend, call your mom. If you don't have a mom, your aunt, your neighbor, someone you work with, someone, and just
confide in somebody.
At least someone to talk to so they can be like, it's okay.
You're not
or
crazy.
Like, yes.
And like, let me help.
Because even if it's just, you're not crazy, that makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, you didn't like your kid right away. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, you hated your husband for the first year? Yeah.
First
it's okay.
5.5
It's
years.
okay.
Yeah. Like everything's going to be fine.
It's going to be okay. There is light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. Yes.
I'm still trying to find the
well, kidding. And you're still in the midst of it. Like, I feel like I'm barely breaking through. You have another like year.
I was like starting to like, I mean, it's why I opened up my salon.
Yeah.
Was because I was like, okay, you know, she's what, a year old? Like we're going to be, she's just going to be getting easier at that point. And then it was a big, oh shit. Mm-hmm. And we're starting over. So I'm back.
Yeah, and you start over, and you had a death in the family, and you guys bought a house. It was a crazy time tough. For you guys. That was a lot going on.
2 deaths. And, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
His grandpa, yeah.
That was just too much.
It was so much.
So and that sucked because we couldn't do anything. That
no
was
one
terrible.
Could do anything. It was
not fun for
upside down
to watch. Okay, how do we say this? I want to preface: we do not hate men. We joke a lot about men. And we tease because a lot of men in our society are not held up to a very high standard. Wow, there she is. We are alive and well, everyone.
And flirting.
And there are good guys in the world. There really are. But I do think that in our society, there's a lot of just this quiet, we don't talk about responsibility put on women. Like the women have the babies. You know, they literally push a baby out of their hoo-ha. Or a C-section, slit open stomach. There's stitches everywhere. The weight, you have your milk come in. Like everything is so much and so painful. And then you have to take care of this baby on top of it. And it's like this beautiful, terrible mess all in one. Yeah. And it's so emotional. And these men don't know what to do. And that's not necessarily their fault. But it's like in those moments, it's like that's where you need them the most.
And you want to not have to tell them what to do.
We don't have it in us to tell them.
I don't have it.
We don't even have anything left in us to tell you what to do. And so
my mind resentful. I'm so consumed.
Yes.
In trying to take care of myself and this baby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to tell you, just look at me. You just know me well enough and look at me. Don't be fucking dumb.
Get it.
And if you weren't dumb,
there should be a course.
Then there would be nothing to talk about. And then we wouldn't ever talk about men if you just didn't do dumb shit.
And there are good men. But
clearly, we're still married, so we still love him.
I forgot my ring last time, babe. Here it is.
Married.
He was like, "Do you have your ring on?" Someone asked me if we're okay, legit. So I'm like,
"Shut up,
fine. Here's my ring. I just forgot it." Anyways, but it's like I think our society just holds men to a lower standard. Like it's okay if you work and that's all you do because you're providing or whatever, or like if you play with the kids at night. Just not the at night for 30 minutes, it's fine. But now
of today, though,
now so many women work.
We work also,
and even if it's not the majority of the income, we still have to work. Yet women are still doing a lot in the home, and I think there are some shifts.
Yeah,
but where I feel like there's a lot, and I actually asked a woman like weeks ago when I first recorded, I stopped at a Starbucks and I asked her, I can't remember if I brought this up on the other podcast, so if I'm repeating myself, whoopsie. But I asked them, and the women said the same thing. They both said, because I said, what is something that you wish your husbands knew early on that would have really helped you or whatever? And they both said mental load. That women carry so much mentally. and there's not enough time in the day to be like, hey, babe, let me just make a list of all the things that are in my mind. And then let's have a conversation at the end of the night. And then.
But that itself is just another
thing that you have to do.
Mental.
Manage.
Load. Another thing to the mental checklist.
And it's like, we're just so tired, and we need the men to also just start taking things. And my husband's been really good at doing that. But I will say it has been like pulling teeth. Because with the guys he talks to and different groups and friends and coworkers and people he works out with, these men really don't do that much. Like, and I think certain women require it of their men, and other women are just so sick of begging that they just become quiet, because when you constantly are asking and no one gives it to you, it's like beating a dead horse. It's like, I'm too even tired to ask, and it's gonna be like pulling teeth, and I'm exhausted. I don't even want to ask.
It's actually just easier for me to just do it.
It's just easier for me to do it, but I'm like,
I'm gonna be pissed and resentful.
I'm not capable of that, and I will hate my husband, and I will never want to be touched by him. I will, and I don't want that type of relationship. So it's like I'm pushing until I get him to give me what I need and what I deserve. And I also work too, and so it's like I think everybody's dynamic is a little different. And some households, the husband is 100% the provider, and the mom is like 100% at home, and that works for them. And when the husband gets home, he plays with the kids for a little bit, and then they do bedtime together. But and I'm sure you feel this way, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but you work with women, like 99% women, same with me, and I hear the same thing over and over and over and over. And it's that they have to beg their husbands for help. Husbands don't clean very much. They're not helping do bath time, bedtime, dinner time, doing the dishes, wiping stuff down. They're not helping clean the household. They're not helping with laundry. They're not doing any of that, but they work. So they're like, I did my job, I'm good. I worked and then I played with the kids for a little bit. And these women are so fucking exhausted. I'm just like, I don't know how they even stay with these men. And that's just because that's how I am. And I know that's how you are. It's like, I would fall out of love. I would fall out of love if this man, I continue to tell him what I need, and I'm drowning, and they're not helping me. They're just watching me drown and then patting me on the back and saying goodnight. I don't know how they do it. But most of my clients, I think, say the same thing.
It's because they're just in this still how like mom's time was, where the man worked and the woman took care of the household. And I think they're still in that, like, it's my duty as a wife. And it's my duty as a mom to do that. And
it's like the societal norm.
So they just do that when it's like, okay, I don't know.
Me and my husband were talking about this, and I've been trying to kind of explain this to him, and he understands. He's totally gets it. And once again has come like such a long way. He's so helpful with the house. He's literally the cleaner of the house. I don't clean much in the house. And so that in itself, I know I'm like so appreciative, but also I'm not going to like bow down and be like, you're so amazing. Thank you so much. It's like, no, I bring in like 50% of the income as well. So it's like we're very, very like give and take. But it's taken like 7 years to get there. And it's still not perfect. But I'm like, I'm very loud. And I am very much like, this is what I need, and I need you to give it to me. And I'm going to keep asking until you give it. Otherwise, like, this doesn't work for me. And he's pretty vocal too. And so, but it's like 7 years in the making. And I'm a strong-willed woman.
Personal.
Like, yeah, exactly. And not all women are like this. And so when I work with women, I'm just like, I want to give them just a little bit of like, you can
confidence.
do it.
Just like confidence.
Have a conversation with your partner. And I think sometimes they're scared because if they push, it's going to push their partner away.
And not necessarily. Like,
not necessarily.
How is your partner? Might, if your partner is just so great, like you say is, then you asking for something and asking for more, they should be like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you needed more help.
There's like so many.
Some people are controlling, and I'm
different
one of those. Like
speaking of controlling human.
Speaking of controlling, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. But like it is. It's easier for me to pack the diaper bag. I already know what's in it. It's easier for me to do everything, and then I get mad because I'm like, well, why aren't you helping? Why are you sitting there? Why are you doing nothing? Like, well, you took over. You did it all.
My client
do it.
Told me that's called learned helplessness, and I literally tell
he tells me that. He goes, "You're doing this. You don't let me help."
Learned helplessness.
So I had to let.
That's a thing.
I had to let the other day. Just let him. I don't even know what it was. The swim bag. Finding something else. He goes, "Well, where is this?" And I just didn't answer. I was like, "Don't answer. Don't say it. Don't say it." And that took so much control. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, don't just let him." And then afterwards, he's like, "Hey, thanks for letting me just do it and meet just having to find it because now,
wait, pause.
Now I did this.
Let them. I just had to say that. As Mel would say, hey, Miranda, let them.
Let them.
Let him. But truthfully.
But for real. And then he even said, he's like, thanks, cool. Now I can actually help you because there's that.
And like men are so capable. And I think women typically, especially if they're with the kids more, they really do know. And they're so controlling because they're trying to make it easier. That is why moms control the situation because they're like, hey, I'm going to help you pack the bag. Even Quincy will be like, no, like, why are we packing for like a trip? And I said, don't ask, why are we packing for a trip? I am telling you this because it's going to make our life easier. Snacks, extra outfit, a diaper, some wipes, a binky. And that's just for one kid. And 3 pairs of extra underwear and a swimsuit just in case.
Yep.
Like all the things because
I'm with them and I know how they work. I know when they play
easier, and it will make
they're going to pee their pants because they're playing and they don't want to go potty. So we're bringing not just 2 extra undies, we're bringing 3 or 4.
Yes.
He just said, they can have 1 outfit a day. And I'm like, 1 outfit a day? Boy, we're on a cruise. We ain't just like,
oh my gosh, for the
I'm like, no, these kids can't keep clothes clean for 12 hours.
And I feel like sometimes you just have to look at something and say, you know what, it's okay if they're in a dirty outfit for the whole day to let dad take control of it and not me. I'm going to just wipe my hands
to worry about it
and be okay with it for this time just so they can do it.
I'm gonna buy new underwear when we're there.
Correct.
Because
and also letting them handle it. If they made the decision to pack it and they're missing something, that they get to handle it. That's the decision they made.
Yeah.
And really,
it's not. Yeah.
Then
what?
Then we just sit back and have a glass of wine and take a walk around the neighborhood. Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here today, but to give a little preface, we do not hate men. Okay. We just require a little bit more, and that's okay because men are smart and we love them and we want to hold them to a higher standard.
Capable.
Yes, they are capable. They are great, and we want to hold them to a higher standard. And same goes for us. Like I want my husband to hold me to the same standard that I hold him. So it goes both ways. But in a society where we don't hold men to a very high standard, like if they work, they're awesome. It's like no, women carry so much more. So if Mother's Day is coming up, men, give your wives flowers, a card. Don't make her lift a finger. Literally carry her from room to room. Feed her grapes. Fan her down. Like whatever she wants. Get a pedi. If you don't know what to get her.
A spa day. Do a spa day.
Or if you can't afford a spa day, just a pedicure and then tell her to go to Target and spend $50. Like it doesn't have to be anything.
Get
like
her
a
coffee
lot. And don't just let her not be mom. Take care of everything in the house. And
or if she wants to sit with the kids, they're your full responsibility. You change every diaper.
Take the mental load off of her plate. Or you know what? Pay a house cleaner. I bet so many moms would love that. Pay a house cleaner.
I think they did. Jill did that one year. And
really?
That was like the best. Yeah.
Oh, pay a house cleaner. She will do every single thing you want her to do to your body that night, as long as she's not tired.
And then some.
And then some. Okay, well, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And that's a wrap.